have the chairman of the board and president of the U.S. Tennis Association, Jane Brown Grimes, here with us this morning, as well as a special guest, bronze medal winner in the U.S. singles, in the singles, maybe U.S. Something very soon, but in the singles in Beijing, Novak Djokovic, here with us this morning for our opening bell ceremony. I'd like to also welcome all of our other distinguished guests to the NASDAQ market site for this event. We're delighted to have you all here to ring our opening bell. The U.S. Open and the city of New York have a very special relationship. It dates back to 1915, when the West Side Tennis Club first hosted the men's singles U.S. National Championship, a precursor to today's U.S. Open. But at that time, the U.S. National Championship was limited only to amateurs. But 40 years ago, this tournament became an open tournament. And at that time, we allowed professionals to begin to be part of that tournament, and the U.S. Championships moved to become what is now known as the U.S. Open. This year, 2008, will commemorate the 40th anniversary of that change and the tournament's open era. The U.S. Open's opening night on August 25th this year will launch a very special celebration with on-court ceremony that will highlight the 40 U.S. Open singles champions over those past 40 years since 1968. And throughout the tournament, the U.S. Open will feature additional celebrations and special tributes to these past champions. Also new this year will be the new green court. Since 2005, as many of you may know, the court has been blue. But the USTA this year is putting in place a series of green initiatives to reduce the environmental impact of the U.S. Open and to further educate tennis fans to the benefits of being eco-friendly. Our other honored guest this morning is none other than the number 3 ranked singles player in the world and last week winner of the bronze medal in the Beijing Olympics, Novak Djokovic. Congratulations. It's been a special year for Novak so far, first beginning with his championship in the Australian Open, his first Grand Slam, and then, most recently, the Beijing Olympics bronze medal. He was also the runner-up here in the U.S. Open last year, losing in the finals to none other than Roger Federer. Novak, we can't congratulate you enough on the tremendous success that you've had just over this past year. And we really want to extend our great gratitude for you to be here this morning, but also to our much success in the upcoming U.S. Opens this year. Jane, I'd like to also congratulate you and the entire USTA team and all your hard work, not only this year, but for the many years you've been putting on this tremendous tournament. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. Please join me in welcoming the chairman of the USTA and Jane Brown Grimes, as well as the winner of the bronze medal this year, Novak Djokovic, to the podium for further remarks. Thanks so much.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for inviting us here today. It's particularly a pleasure to be here with the great Serbian champion, Novak Djokovic, who I was on court with last year and expect I may well be on court with again this year at the end of the tournament. We're just a couple of days away from the start of the 2008 U.S. Open. It's always a very exciting time for those of us at the United States Tennis Association and for fans here in New York and all over the world. With more than 700,000 people in attendance last year, the U.S. Open is the highest attended annual sporting event in the world. We're very proud of that statistic. The tournament begins on Monday, and as you heard, Monday night we have a special celebration for 40 years of open tennis when we'll be honoring the champions of the open era of the tennis U.S. Open. The U.S. Open is always a great show and a tremendous showcase for all that is wonderful about our sport and about the great city of New York. We're looking forward to getting started. I want to welcome all of you to the Open, and I plan to see you out there. And now it is my great honor and pleasure to introduce Novak Djokovic. Novak.
Thank you, Jane. Thank you very much. And I just want to say how proud and honored I am to be here and to be a part of such a great show and, of course, such a successful company. And hopefully, as a representative of my country and, of course, all the players, it's a big pleasure for me being today here. And hopefully, today's great event can give me luck for the upcoming US Open. Thank you.
Jane, on behalf of tennis fans everywhere and all the 3,000 employees of NASDAQ OMX worldwide, we'd like to present you with the opening bell crystal to commemorate today's event.
Thank you
Thanks
very
so much.
That's beautiful. Gorgeous, isn't it?
You're going to take some pictures of us?